What's up, guys? So I just checked out chapter 41 of the Dragon Ball Super manga, and I wanted to kind of give my thoughts and another hot take just like last time. And so we'll go over the events that happen. There's some interesting things for sure, and we'll get into those. And then I'll do my post-translation review in a few days, the anime versus manga. So before we get into it, I want to invite everybody to subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of fun Dragon Ball videos on here. Go ahead and check those out. And let's get more people in on the fun here. So as the last chapter ended with Goku reaching far within his butt to pull out Ultra Instinct Omen again, straight from nowhere, he charges at Jiren. And we actually have some really cool movements, some really cool fights. Like Goku is dodging Jiren's punches, and it looks like Jiren's actually having some struggle here, and actually enjoying himself here against Ultra Instinct Omen Goku. I mean, this kind of lasts the majority of the chapter here. The focus is on this fight. So they're going at it, and Jiren tries his invisible energy blast technique, I guess. But of course, Goku dodges it, having Ultra Instinct, and he keeps trying it. Goku keeps dodging it, and it's all right. So now, as opposed to the first time he did it, he's now able to hold the form longer. That's cool. That's showing some good progression there. Jiren yells. He yells something. Who knows what the heck he's saying? But he's powering up now. And now it's wow, okay, so Jiren, you had even more power that you could have just literally eliminated all of these guys. Okay, it's fine to hold back up to a certain point, but dude, you should have gone this full power a long ass time ago. But now you just look like a freaking doofus. You know, you're the last one on your team. You have Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, and possibly 17, wink wink. But okay, so he powers up, really cool stuff here, and charges at Goku. And what the hell is this? Goku? Okay, I know your superpower is ass pull, but remember when I said he pulled Ultra Instinct Omen straight from deep within his butt? Now, Goku's got to be pulling this straight from his small intestine. He is way up in there, guys. But this is an awesome panel here. Anyway, aside from the ass pull, it's pretty awesome. But it's oh my god, what the freaking hell, man. This is just... Okay, well, stuff is gonna just happen. Goku just happened to do Ultra Instinct Omen, and now he's just happening to, master Ultra Instinct. Granted, we don't know what they're saying here, so we don't know if they're calling it Master Ultra Instinct, but it's apparent that he is definitely gaining an upper tier of power, or superior form than the Ultra Instinct Omen stuff. So... I mean, it's pretty apparent that's what they're calling it here, even though we don't know what they're saying yet. So, Whis is explaining stuff here. Whis, you better have a damn good explanation for this, other than, hey, he is an ass-pull master. I mean, he's not a master of Ultra Instinct. This dude is an ass-pull master. But, geez, man, Jiren is just reeling from this punch from ass-pull master. And he does this really cool thing. I thought this was awesome. He jumps up and up to the sky into this floating piece of stage, and then tries to get the high ground on Goku. Doesn't work. Goku's just blocking all the punches, and it's oh my god, Jiren cannot lay a hit on this guy. This is badass Goku right here. This is freaking badass. And he's just wailing the crap out of Jiren. Jiren is just clearly outclassed here. And this is one thing where I'm you know, Goku was clearly far inferior to Jiren as a full power Super Saiyan Blue. I forgot what they call it in the manga, whatever. But even at Master Ultra Instinct, or not Master, but Ultra Instinct Omen, he was still inferior to a less powerful Jiren. And now, Jiren has powered up even more, and Master Goku is still that far above him. I kind of wish that the fight was a little bit more even. But, you know, this is still really badass. like, this is badass Goku. And skinny Goku, too. He looks almost like a freaking skeleton. I mean, it's kind of like his Super Saiyan God body, I guess, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I kind of wish it was a little bit more even, but now it's just, okay, Jiren is just no problem now. He's fodder to Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. But they're zipping around. Freaking Jiren can't do nothing to this guy. He tries to energy blast him. Really cool energy blast. Vegeta jumps out of the way. Yeah, nothing comes of that. Goku just appears behind Jiren. He had dodged the blast, obviously. And awesome frame here. The stage just blasting right through the freaking stage. And it's like, oh man, he freaking got Jiren. No, of course not. You can't end with Goku winning. What's wrong with you? But Jiren is hanging on to this. This is awesome. He's just like, I will not be defeated like that. Mohaha, I am Jiren. You know so much about my character. Actually, no, we don't, buddy. What, you had one sentence of dialogue to develop you? This is just a strong guy. And now you're just freaking weak guy against Goku. So, I mean, this chapter so far is just nothing but badass Goku. Badass asshole Goku versus strong guy, or who used to be strong guy. But, I mean, okay, so there's pretty much no tension anymore. Goku's just gonna beat him, you know? It's very apparent. I don't think I remember Jiren actually landing a single hit on him. And they take up the entire freaking chapter, and this shows how crappily paced the entire Tournament of Power in this manga has been. Like, we have just swept through so many, like, eliminations, so many like potential story threads, so many potentially awesome characters, just to wipe them all out within like 1 or 2 chapters. And then you focus almost a whole chapter on Kale and Caulifla and Frieza, and now almost a whole entire chapter on this. Now, it's awesome. It's obvious that this is what Toyotaro was just brushing through all of that other stuff for, was just for this fight. Like, maybe you should have just made it a regular tournament to where, like, these are the last fighters remaining or something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? But yes, super poorly paced. But now that we have the actual focus on just this fight, we have some really badass stuff. Even though I feel like this just goes on a little bit too long. But yeah, it goes on for a while. And maybe they're hinting at what's going to happen next in the dialogue here, because we have Whis and Beer saying stuff too. So they're just going at super speed. And when they are out of the super speed, guess what? Jiren finally lands a hit, and Goku is out of Ultra Instinct. What the heck just happened, man? You had Ultra Instinct, and I wonder if they're actually going to call it Mastered Ultra Instinct, because this is clearly not mastered. I mean, if you take the anime, for instance, that was clearly not Mastered Ultra Instinct. If it was mastered, he wouldn't have suffered from those repercussions. But definitely a really cool moment here of Goku about to fly off the stage, but Vegeta saves him. That's a really cool moment there. Kind of paying him back for when Goku rushed in and saved him from Jiren. So really cool stuff, and Jiren is obviously beat up here. So this is an interesting way for Jiren to get him powered down so that maybe we have a more even fight now. Which we do. Now we have Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren, and now this is freaking awesome. We got base Vegeta, Goku, and a beat the crap out of Jiren. They're all three of them are low on energy. It's apparent in like their scuff marks all over themselves. And this is really cool. And there's a lot of dialogue happening here, which hopefully it's helping to develop this fight instead of just having a cutaway to something other than like a fight, you know? And I'm really actually hoping that it's something that will develop Jiren's character, even though I feel like it's too little too late at this point. Like, I just don't really care about Jiren. I think he's been kind of dumb this tournament. If he had just, you know, not held back for so long, like, sure, hold back your power for the majority of the tournament, that's fine. But then when you see who is clearly the strongest participants in the tournament, and you know that you're so much stronger than them, that is when you go boom, full power, boom, 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 you're all out. Universe 11 wins. But of course, that wouldn't be very dramatic, would it? Well, it would be if you actually had some struggle going on between Goku, Vegeta, and Jiren, which you actually kind of do now. Now we're having this awesome fight between Goku, Vegeta, and Jiren. So now, as opposed to the entire Tournament of Power in the manga, I am super hyped for the next one. This chapter was really badass, and I definitely think it's better than a lot of the previous chapters in the manga, and I think that's in large part due to its focusing in on just this fight, whereas in the rest of the tournaments, like, you're having to spread your attention out on all these other things, and also having all those other things leads to more potential for screwing stuff up. And which is what happened to all of the Universe 7 fighters, literally all of the Universe 7 fighters, and really all of the fighters in general. Just all of their eliminations are screwed up. There's all kinds of just dumb plot points going on. And now that we can focus on just this one fight, it's more like refined and less screw-uppy, I guess you could say. But obviously, what do you guys think? I definitely think it's a lot better. But I feel like the whole Ultra Instinct Goku thing is really just a sour patch on this whole chapter. And I think there was a better way to go about it. Like literally, Goku did nothing to obtain this form. There was no build up, no lead up to this form. And it just came out of nowhere, and it's just a nowhere power. It's just a power just to beat up Jiren. And that's like, it's just a device. And I wish that it played a better role here than just being there to weaken Jiren. Because you could have just weakened him naturally instead of having to beat him down. But nope, Toriyama has to have his little input stuff, so you have to hit those bullet points. It's required. But obviously, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. That pretty much sums up my thoughts. And stay tuned for the post-translation review. I'll try to have that up as soon as I can. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of fun Dragon Ball videos and music, anime music covers. I've been really pumping those up lately. Stay tuned to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and take it easy.